Hi friends, myself Simraj. Today I am going to teach about native VLAN configurations. Uh, Native VLAN. What is the use of native VLAN and where native VLAN is required for us? So those things I am going to show in configurations about native VLAN. So just I will draw the structures like two switches. So when native VLAN you require means like if you have L1 devices like hubs in your network just for connecting more end user machines. So if you have like these hubs in your network, so that time we need native VLAN, and how to configure that VLAN just I will tell you. So take to end machines. So think that you have two different VLANs in your network. One is like VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Okay, and in native VLAN, and one more thing, you can't use native VLAN more than one VLAN. Okay, that is also one thing. So just let you know what is that. Just I connected, then I connected to router, and from here to hub, and hub to switch. Okay, so think you have like this one network. So this is this is a router which taking care of routing things and all. So and this is the default gateway device for us. So as I told, just I will label you to understand you. This is thing VLAN 10, and this machine is VLAN 10, and this two machines is VLAN 20, and this machine is VLAN 20, and this machine is VLAN 20, right? So now you can ask the question, why we can't assign this system as VLAN 10 and this system as VLAN 20. This VLAN, native VLAN will allow only one VLAN things, like you have VLAN 10 and 20, no? So either you can make it as native VLAN 10 or native VLAN 20. So now I am going to do this here native VLAN as VLAN 20. So that I will let you know. Just to see this diagram, now what we need to do is we need to create VLAN, because in hub you can't configure anything. Just this is like as I told in previous video, it's like a repeater, right? See here you won't get that console mode, and you can't create any VLANs or anything. You can't do in this. Just you can connect multiple devices. All right, this is L1 device. So sorry. So I am going to create here VLAN. Just I am going enable config terminal mode, and I am creating two different VLANs, right? VLAN 10 exit and VLAN 20 exit. So I created two VLANs, and now what I am going to do is I am going to enable going to assign these VLANs to the ports. Interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 switch port, mode access, then switch port access VLAN 10. So fast Ethernet 0 by 1 comes under VLAN 10, then exit, then enter into fast Ethernet 0 by 2, then switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 20, right? Then exit. So now we assigned this VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Now see here this interface 0 by 4 we need to assign as trunk port, because here also VLAN 10 and 20 is there. So trunk port will carry multiple VLANs traffic. Access port will carry only one VLAN traffic. So here this side we have VLAN 10 as well as VLAN 20. So we need to assign this port fast Ethernet 0 by 4 as trunk port, right? Then only 2 VLAN traffic will carry forward, no? Yeah. Then I will assign this 0 by 3 that I will tell you here. What we need to do is just we will create here also, and we will do just enable config terminal mode, then create VLAN. Here also we need to create VLAN, then exit, then VLAN 20. Even we have this instead of creating these VLANs, we have one more protocol called VTP. That is just VLAN trunking protocol, which is used for carrying VLAN database. So that I will teach you in one more video by separately. Okay, then exit. So now enter into interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 10, right? Then exit. Then enter into interface fast Ethernet 0 by 2, then switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20, right? Then exit. Then fast Ethernet 0 by 3 as fast Ethernet, interface fast Ethernet 0 by 3. This port as trunk port, right? Switch port mode trunk. Okay, so now we made it as trunk, and where we are assigning this native VLAN is we can assign this native VLAN on trunk port mode only. Access port we can't assign. And now I will assign here switch port trunk VLAN, 1 minute, switch port trunk native VLAN 20. Okay, then yeah, do right, then exit. Same like here also, we will enter into interface fast Ethernet 0 by 4, then switch port mode trunk and switch port trunk native VLAN 20, and you can't assign this side as VLAN 10 and opposite side as VLAN 20. Both sides should be same VLAN, and in network you can give native VLAN for single VLAN. Okay, if you get confused, you go through these commands how I am configuring, you will come to know how the native VLAN is working. Okay, then I assigned a native VLAN from this side also, right? Then do right. And one more thing, so here we have two VLANs, so now we need to take it as two networks. We need means VLAN 10 is one network and VLAN 20 is one network. So I am going to take this as 1.0 series, okay, and VLAN 20 as 2.0 series. So think here we need to create two DHCP pole in this router. If we create a physical connection, if you create two sub interfaces, we need that command called encapsulation.1q. If you create that encapsulation.1q command, then this native VLAN it won't support. So for that, what we need to do is we need dedicated connection line for VLANs. So here I am taking one more connection. So here what I am going to do is fast Ethernet 0 by 1 I am taking as one VLAN, and fast Ethernet 0 by 0 is one VLAN and 0 by 1 is one VLAN. Okay, don't get confused, just to see the configurations, then you will get, I'm sure about that. So then I completed this side, I assigned the trunk port and assigned the native VLAN. So now I am going to enable this side, and we need to assign this 0 by 3 as VLAN 10 and 0 by 5 as VLAN 20. Why? Because this is going to carry only one VLAN traffic and this is going to take care one VLAN traffic. That is nothing but I can label, then you can easily come to know. So this side is VLAN 10 and this side is VLAN 20, right? So this side is taking care as VLAN 10 and this side is taking care as VLAN 20. So now we need to configure these ports, switch port mode. So what we need to do is we need to just exit here, then interface fast Ethernet 0 by 3 switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 10, correct, then exit, then interface fast Ethernet 0 by 5, then switch port mode access VLAN 20, right, then do right, then end. Once you give the end command, it will come to privilege mode. So this side it's done. Then now I am going to configure this router part. Just I enter and enable. I am going moving user mode to privilege mode. Then I am entering into global configuration mode, command called config terminal. Actually here I am not typing fully command, because if you press the tab also it will finish the command. If you know very well the command, then shortcut it will work. Okay, then I am entering into fast Ethernet 0 by 0 and I am saying no shutdown, means port physically I am making as up. So you can see here the port got up, right? Yeah, then I am assigning one IP address from this 1.0 range, because this 1.0 range we are going to use as VLAN 10. Already I mentioned here. So IP address 192.168.1.1 and 255.255.255.0. So now I assigned, then I exited, then interfaced, fast Ethernet 0 by 1. Then same thing, assign IP from 2. Series 68.2.1, then 255.255.255.0, right? It's done. So we assigned the default gateway of the router also, and I didn't give the command called no shutdown. See, still the port is down state. So again I am entering into 0 by 1, then I am saying no shutdown. See, now port got up. Okay, then end. Now what I am going to do is I am entering into global configuration mode and I am creating two DHCP port. One is for 1. Series. This is I am going to use as 1. Series, that is network 192.168.1.0 255.255. Where we are in interface 0 by 1, right? Okay. No, that is different. Then 255.0. And how this VLAN is getting the IP address from this range and VLAN 20 is getting the IP address from this range means it will, according to this default gateway, IP is from this range only, no? According to this it is taking, because this port we already assigned as VLAN 20. So this interface will come to know if any request coming from VLAN 20, then traffic will go here, and request coming from VLAN 10, then it will go here. According to that it is taking. Then default router is 192.168.1.1, right? Yeah, then exit. Again one more DHCP pool we are creating, pool 2 for the 192.168.2.0 255.255.25 IP address, where we are, 1 minute, yeah, network we need to mention network 192.168.2.0. Don't get confused. I am hurry, that's what I am doing some error. But once you type, that is 3 line commands, 3-4 lines. I already have separate video for this DHCP configurations. You can learn there also. So I created network, then I am giving default gateway. 192.168.2.1 is my default gateway. Then exit and exit. So now we created 2 poles and we made the 2 interfaces up, and copying the configurations, everything is done, right? So closed. So you can ask question, because this machines from which VLAN it will get. See, that is what we are using native VLAN. You will know easily this is assigned as VLAN 10, then it will get the IP address from 1.series, right? Yeah, see, it's got the IP address, and even this also got the IP address from 2.series, right? Yeah, see here it's got, but these machines also will get from 2.series. That is what we are using the native VLAN, and we are making this port as trunk, and in that trunk we are applying the native VLAN 20 we applied, right? So you can see here how it is getting. See, 2.3 in even this is L1 device, we connected means 2 machines here. So still you can give the DHCP IP address from which pole you need to give. For example, you need to give VLAN 10, then if you make it as trunk port and native VLAN 10, then it will assign the IP from 1.series. So like that you can use the native VLAN. And one more thing, in native VLAN you can't give 2 different VLANs. It is applicable for only one VLAN. Okay, for example, I will tell you. See, this machine I also got thing. You think that in this hub you have 24 port. 24 port comes under only VLAN 20. You can't make 10 port as VLAN 10, 10 port as VLAN 20, like that you can't do in hub. Okay, and one more thing, when you have different VLANs, that time you need to create native VLANs. So think that you have only one VLAN in your network, like VLAN 10. That time you no need to make this as trunk, or you no need to give any native VLAN, nothing. So like that you can use this native VLAN. Hope guys you got good knowledge on native VLAN in Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Keep watching my videos. I am sharing more and more. Thank you guys.